Litecoin is crashing as retail investors turn to other altcoins, but the real question that everyone is asking is Litecoin going to zero? No, that is a silly question. It's not going to zero. Litecoin is just on a temporary pullback like the rest of the crypto market, and in this video we're going to be going through basically a nice technical analysis update on this asset, looking at market structure, looking at some very in-depth indicators, and then also looking at some potential trades that we can be looking out for the future. And then to round it off, we're going to be looking at some price targets for the next 6 to 12 months, looking at the bull market alt season that is just about to begin, obviously after bloody September. So let's start with breaking Litecoin down. In terms of this current market, the bull market that we have seen, the high that we are looking out for, well, that is the current high in terms of the reference point, is actually all the way back up at around $112 a coin there. So it tells us that in comparison to other altcoins, this is actually performing horrifically. Okay? And the reasoning why I'm saying that is because if we're looking at actual bear market lows, that is all the way down back in 2022 in June. That was a low of 41. So in terms of the ranging period that we have seen since that low getting put in, it's been quite high, quite steep, but unfortunately we didn't actually break the high of 2023. Now what that tells us here on the macro is that Litecoin is not actually that strong in comparison to a lot of the other altcoins that have soared past the 2023 high. So only naturally with those statistics and those facts and those market structure points, we are only naturally going to see a massive pullback coming through, because essentially this means that the alt season, one, it hasn't started, and two, Litecoin hasn't really woken up yet, even since 2023 or the previous bear market low, right? So in terms of is Litecoin going to zero, it's not going to zero, but it's not looking that healthy right now. Is this something you should be investing in? I mean, what we usually see at the start of every run is Litecoin sort of explode first. That's kind of natural. It has happened multiple times here. So we might see Litecoin wake up in the next month or two. Okay, usually it's a bloody September, as we said at the start of the video, but if history is going to repeat itself, after the Bitcoin halving, usually the end of October, the alts wake up and we see a nice 6 to 9 months of pure bullish momentum that sends the whole market absolutely crazy. Okay, and obviously we had the halving back in April here for Bitcoin. So if history is going to repeat itself, end of October is when altcoins, and specifically Litecoin, will start to rally up again. Okay, now you're probably thinking, okay, should I buy this now? Where do I get in? What trades should I be looking out for here as this altcoin starts to really wake up? So let's run through some scenarios here, and let's run through some chart patterns, and let's see if we can get some breakouts that we can essentially be trading here over the next sort of couple of months here. Again, we are on the macro, guys, so this is the daily. This won't be happening tomorrow. This is a sort of a longer term play here, a swing trade for this asset. So first things first, we're going to be looking at this falling parallel channel. Super easy chart pattern for you new traders out there. It's parallel to each other. It's two trend lines parallel to each other that is in a descending stance. Descending means going down, and as you can see here, this is going down, and what this means is resistance is being formed on the top side continuously, as you can see, and then support is being formed on the lower side continuously as well, creating essentially this falling channel effect, right? So we are still currently in that chart pattern, and what this chart pattern usually means, it tends to usually mean a break to the upside, right? If it's falling, it tends to usually break to the upside. So the breakout scenario will consist of this lovely little area that we're looking out for here, okay? It's just going to be this top side of this trend line here. Not this one here, I've just got that one there for a bit of relevance. But for simplicity's sake, let's get rid of that for a second. So this is sort of going to be the breakout scenario here, just grinding down this trend line here. And at some point, we will see us break, okay? How big will the break be, you ask? I hear you asking me in the comment section. Again, if you've got any requests or any comments, guys, make sure you drop them in the comment section, and I will answer your questions if you are new to trading or you've got some comments about the video or whatever, right? This is going to be the breakout scenario. This is going to be the percentage that you could be making if you 100x leverage this bad boy. I'm joking. Don't do that. This is a spot trade worth around 34%. This is pretty likely to play out, actually. It is pretty likely to play out. Say if you were to spot trade Litecoin and just even buy it at this zone right now, in the next 6 to 12 months, you will definitely hit 34% in terms of a return, an ROI, return on investment, okay? So definitely something to really be looking out for there. If you're going to be futures trading this and you're a dirty, filthy leverage junkie, then what you should be doing is staggering your take profits as you are fulfilling levels here throughout this position, okay? And what I mean by that is set limit orders. Set limit orders to basically cash in on your winnings throughout your position, because did you know that 1 in 3 of these measure moves actually play out? Okay, 1 in 3 play out all the way to the top. Okay, so what we need to do to counteract those statistics, because 1 in 3, that's not great odds. Okay, to counteract those statistics, basically just stagger your take profits when you hit your first DP, stop loss to entry, and that way you're in a risk-free trade and you can let it run. You can be like, cool man, I'm gonna let that bad boy run. So that's essentially what we do here to mitigate the risk and stay as safe as possible while trading cryptocurrency. But yeah, that is sort of going to be the chart pattern, the update that we could be looking out for here for Litecoin. But the one thing that I do want to just look at quickly is going to be the macro bull market targets here. We're going to set 3 of them because we are going to be looking for some higher prices. I'm going to be simply going for one there at around $77 there. Is that 74 or 77? Let's get rid of that. It's 141. Okay, 141 is going to be the first target. The second target is going to be all-time high for Litecoin, which is currently sat at $415. And from that point onwards, we're going to be looking for a Fibonacci extension zone. The Fibonacci extension zone will be taken from the low to the high of this asset, and that will be putting the price of this asset all the way up at around, I mean, it says $2,100. I don't think that's achievable, but still, we're going to be using that as a price target because Fibonacci usually doesn't lie. And if we are in a super cycle, or whatever you want to call it, then that target is not completely out of the water. It could happen. Okay, it could happen. All right, so yeah, that's going to be it for me. Drop a little like if you could. If you've got any comments, smash them in the comment section. If you're new to the channel, we're uploading 4 times a day. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 times a day, and not even to mention the short form content we're putting out as well. So make sure you drop a subscribe, notification bell on, and you're never going to miss one of our uploads here over at Crypto News. Thank you ever so much for watching. That's going to be it from me. Peace out, and I'll see you in the next one.